Hello there, and welcome to Chazzyburger Plays Victoria 2 as Japan. This is part 3. We've just finished our war with China and Korea for the annexation of Korea, and now I'm going to set our sights further along the coast of Johor and Aceh. Now, just now we can't really do very much because we have a very high infamy rate, and also we've got a lot of money. So I'm going to first of all increase our budget in administration. So we're going to get more clergymen faster because administration will affect your national focus. I'm pausing for now. We have a lot of infamy currently, so I don't think we can really say conquest Johor, because if we look at the justify, to conquest is 22 infamy. However, what we could try and do is we could justify a war against Dainam, and we could acquire a state, and that's 11. Or we could make them a puppet. I'm thinking maybe make them a puppet because that could be useful in the future. And that's only 10 infamy. So actually I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to attempt to try and make Dainam a puppet. So let's begin to justify that. This is quite risky, I might add, because if I go above 25 here, I am probably going to be killed by a bunch of collective nations. I'm also... Yes, like that. That is bad. That is very, very, very bad. If I can hold on for 5 months, then I'll lose the infamy. And people no longer have the cut down to size causes belly against me. I just gotta hope that none of the great powers think, oh, Japan, he has some juicy territory, might go to war with that boy. But who knows, we might get lucky. How long until that war justification is done? 30 days. So this will last 1 year. So we should have enough time to let our infamy run down before we get that justification. Can people stop dying, please? That'd be really nice. Just double checking. Yep, okay, so we are building those forts. What we want to go for next here is we want to get imported ships. Because this way we can start building naval docks and naval bases, so we can actually start to repair our clippers. Because one thing I've definitely learned from that last war is it's not particularly great to have a bunch of transports that aren't suitably repaired, because as you saw we lost a lot of troops because of that. So we're just going to expand most of our naval bases, like so. That's cost us a lot of money, but what this will help as well is it'll let us increase our colonial power later on in the game. Right, okay, so that's just got the casus belli. We're going to wait 2 months. Hopefully those clippers are actually building. Yep, they are. They should be ready pretty soon. So we'll be able to send 2 waves of men at a time. And hopefully take it over. So we're going to wait 1 more month, and then we will declare war. In fact, I'm going to start shipping these men over now, and we will declare war against Dainam. Yep, we need 85% war score. Now, China might join in, which is one reason why we maybe could have waited for these forts to be finished. I think we have enough troops to be able to hold them on the Korean line. I will, however, want to make more armies, so I'm going to recruit a bunch of Korean units in Korea to help us a tad, and I'm going to recruit another load of Japanese troops as well, so that we can fight off these dirty barbarians. Yep, on we go. Now hopefully these ships won't get destroyed because they are quite damaged. I'm actually going to bump the speed down slightly, just so I can make sure. So yep, China has gotten involved, so is Burma. Pyongyang is ours. What's happening there is there's a crisis going on in Korea because we've just taken that over, and there's a lot of militancy in this rebel faction here. I'm actually going to suppress that once I have the points because I don't want them going to war with me right now. Because of that, there might be an international crisis, which would not be very good for us. I want to kind of want to go into Dongquai Because if we can hold there, that is hilly terrain. Actually no, I want to cut them off in Turan, because that's a jungle area, and that'll give us 2 defense, and it will stop them from moving around inside Dainam. We can effectively cut off both of their armies. And we should have our other fleet ready fairly soon. USA accepted the peace offer from Mexico, acquire Colorado. Don't know what Colorado is, I don't even know why I'm trying. Right, so yeah, everything seems fine for us just now. These ships are fairly damaged, but it's fine. We should be able to get our ships to meet up with each other. That is a army of people there. I think we should be fine. I think we can hold them. And if not, we have a lot of troops ready to reinforce over here. Oh, here they go. Here's China going. How many troops is that? That's 20,000? 30,000? Approximately 30,000 troops. So I think we've got enough troops in order to hold them off. It's whether or not we can conquer Dainam fast enough, which hopefully we can. There we go, so that is, yep, that's 30,000 troops. We're going to go from Pyongyang into Chongchong to assist and begin sending even more units over to Vietnam. Now, I'd quite like to make this my landing base of operations. Omani Somaliland. So Omani Somaliland is over here on the coast of Africa, and we got 2.1 war score from that, so that's good. So we'll cycle out the slightly weakened troops. What's not going to be good is China can probably march most of its armies across Guangxi into Dainam, and that is definitely not good. Where is Burma? Oh, there's Burma. So Burma is actually a fairly large country. Now, usually it's quite a bit smaller, but they seem to have done quite well for themselves. So good on. Just gives us more people to fight when we want to start sphering Asia. Yes, I'm not quite sure where I want to take this Let's Play, because you've got many choices. You can either go on and invade China and take over China, or you can try and sort of take over the Philippines and New Guinea and that area, which I think I might do instead, because it's all well and good invading China, but it's one of the more kind of gamey ways of winning the game, in my opinion. I think we're going to leave this fleet of ships over in Vietnam, because I don't think they'll actually survive another trip over. Because if you look at them, they have barely any durability. Even these ships are starting to lose a bit. Oh, is that Manchuria actually involved now? No, it's just hostile troops to us. So we're going to move that last army from Japan over to Vietnam. I think 3 loads of troops should be enough, hopefully. Oh, I never actually got a rally point, did I? So yeah, we'll just make everybody meet up in Seoul. And that's good. Right, we're going to move these troops up to Hue. Hopefully those ships don't move. There we go. Okay, so that's just dropped off some more troops. And we'll move them to Pleiku. How are we doing up here? Oh god, I was not paying attention and we got attacked. So we'll send most of our troops. I think I'm actually going to pull back from Chongji and move into Kimchik. One of our generals has died. Afghanistan, Afghan Balochistan. So good for them. And we actually did win that battle because we reinforced quite heavily. We did lose quite a lot of troops. I think, yeah, those were just troops that got recruited there. So we'll move the 13,000 troops without the general back there, and we'll leave those guys there. So all in all, we didn't actually need such a mass evacuation, and the forts will be finished in 2 years. They'll be finishing. Once we have the forts, it'll be much easier to defend against aggressors. But we're going to try and take the capital of Dainam, which is actually Hanoi, which is in the north. But let's try and secure the southern part of the country first, because it'll be easier for us to deal with. I think no, it's the other ships. No, it's the other ships. God, if they kept moving around, that'd be really annoying. So we're going to get this last 18 stack of units, and we're going to move them over to Vietnam and hopefully be able to take them on. China looks like they're going in for another go. There's actually the Dainam army there as well. They must think that that's probably the best place for them to actually fight. So we'll give him that. Right, let's move some troops into support. 57,000. We've got, because of the woods and the river crossing, we've actually got quite a nice defensive place, although our general here is actually quite bad at defending. But hopefully with superior numbers we should be able to quite easily fight them back, especially with our superior technology. I apologise if you can hear the rain outside. It's raining quite heavily over here, so hopefully that's not too loud for everyone. We actually took quite a good deal of losses there, which isn't good. But hopefully this brigade from Korea can come along and assist us in reinforcing our front line. They're actually moving up to Hamburg, which is slightly weird. Oh god, okay, so Japanese reactionaries have just rebelled, so we're actually going to have to bring back these troops. God, that's really annoying. That's probably the last thing I want to happen. Now, reactionaries will arise whenever you're becoming too westernized, which we were doing at quite a rapid rate. So we're going to have to go about and try and do some damage control, I think, and hope that no more reactionaries spring up, all the while beating off the combined land armies of Burma, China, Dainam and Cambodia, because Cambodia is a satellite of Dainam. So overall, not the best things could be. We might actually have to bring those soldiers from Korea over and help secure the Japanese mainland, because I don't think we'll have enough troops otherwise. Let's send both of these units down there, and we'll keep moving up into northern Vietnam. You weren't there, man. You were not there. Right, so we've got a lovely 18 stack, so we can just send both of these units back. I think we might have to relinquish control of Chongjin. It's annoying because we spent money upgrading a fort there, but I don't think we have the manpower. We might as well just try and fight on a in a more secure, smaller area. A much better choke point for us anyway. So we'll keep going. Well, we are winning against these rebels, which is really nice. We're going to keep moving on to Saigon. Fucking Saigon, man. You're going to get a lot of those references while I play. I apologise for that. Right, so that looks like the Korean army finally finished, which is nice. We are losing quite a lot of troops. If you notice, our brigades have been dropping, and that's because we have been taking losses in our soldier pops. But everything should be fine. We'll reinforce over here. We won another battle. What we've just got to do is we're winning enough battles to make China probably not really want to fight us that much. The real problem is conquering Dainam as fast as possible. If we conquer Dainam, then I think we should be fine. We haven't really lost any major production centres yet over in Japan, so that's always good. We're going to get these ships and we're actually going to land over in Kochi, I think, and take out these guys here. And we'll send the main troops over to Kyoto, so hopefully we can meet up near Nagoya and eliminate that large stack, because the last thing we want is them all kind of grouping together. We are going to have to de-siege some provinces, which is rather irritating, but I'm sure we can deal with that. Oh, some bastards just trying to siege the jungle. He's only got 8,000 troops and he's uncivilized, so we should be able to take him out fairly easily. So we'll do that now. Yeah, so this is more just having to deal with a not particularly great situation for us. Ah, that's good. So he's actually moved onto the plains now, so he won't get the defensive bonus he would have got if he just stayed in the jungle, which probably would have worked out a lot better for him. He probably would have still lost, but he would have killed a lot more troops from me. It would have been quite a Pyrrhic victory. Right, okay, so we'll take out these guys in Kyoto. Hopefully these guys don't come in to reinforce. We won the Battle of Quy Nhon. Did we kill that army? Yeah, we did. Good. So we'll move over and we'll take out these provinces here, and we'll keep moving forward. Luckily, we've got quite a good choke point at the moment. Hopefully Luang Prang hasn't assisted them by giving them military access or something. The Chinese offensive seems to have stopped slightly, which is also quite nice. We'll keep chasing this army. We've just got to reinforce a bit before we take on this 21 stack. The 21 stack is the one that's going to be quite difficult. Wait, where did we lose? Oh, it would have been one of the troops that I was building before. See, I thought I just lost a massive stack of my army there, which would not have been very good for me. But yeah, we've just got to, what we might do... no, we'll keep guarding Kyoto. We just want to make sure they don't get our capital, which luckily nobody's really spawned anywhere near. Have we not killed those rebels yet? Thank you. So we'll move to Osaka, and then we'll group up these two armies together, and we'll take on this reactionary army over here. There is quite a large battle going on over here, so we'll move over and reinforce. How are we doing over in Dynam? Yeah, we look fine. I think we will win this war. It's been a bit harder than it needs to be, I would say, but overall we should be able to win through spirit and Japanese ingenuity, and of course our massive tech advantage. In fact, if anything, the thing I'm more worried about is these reactionaries, because as you can see, we're actually getting completely pummeled, despite having quite a larger force. Thanks, die rolls. God, I hope we don't lose that battle. I'm quite lucky this army here isn't reinforcing, to be honest. I'm going to move this army up to Pyongyang just in case. In fact, I might just move them in. Oh, so we won the Battle of Osaka, but we actually lost a lot of troops. This guy didn't have an army in him. That's not particularly great. I think those are our Korean troops, actually. So they've taken quite a lot of losses there. But no matter, we'll send these guys up to Dainan. Take on these guys here. Hopefully this army here doesn't invade. Yeah, see, if you look, we did have the advantage there. But even with our superior tech, our numbers weren't quite enough. Yeah, see, look, we've actually lost quite a lot of men by defending this, which is why you never want to fight a land battle in Asia against China. Because we don't really have the manpower to continuously sustain ourselves. Now, I think we should have enough manpower to beat this stack of reactionaries, and we'll send these guys over to Nagoya to hopefully help out there a wee bit, and we'll send these guys over to Cambodia to siege them. And hopefully this war will be finished fairly soon, so we can actually get some guys together and rebuild our army slightly, because right now we're not having the most fun time. I'm actually going to upgrade our military spending slightly, just so we have more troops. Yeah, we seem to be winning quite a lot of battles, which is really nice. Just want to keep these victories going. Can I suppress these rebels yet? No, not yet. See, there's a lot of support for these Japanese reactionaries now. Hopefully they'll go away fairly soon, but I doubt it, which is quite sad. Yeah, look at these troops. These guys have barely any troops left. What can we enact? We can enact in army schools, which gives us more starting experience, or officers or navy schools. Personally, I think what we'll do is we'll just we won't bother with that. We're going to go straight on to economic reforms, which are fairly liberal ideas, but you know, it'd be good to maybe increase our tax fund so we can continue to pay our soldiers more and get more soldiers. Because as you can see, this war has been fairly costly. I'm quite surprised they haven't moved into Chongqing just to secure a beachhead, but hey, I'm not complaining. Hopefully we'll be able to... Yep, there we go, that's the capital for Dainan. Finally taken over. So we've got 4... we're going to let the farmers keep their tea. We've got 4 provinces left, and hopefully we should be able to call it in a peace deal, and that'll be that. Reactionaries are kind of taking a toll a wee bit over here, but they shouldn't be able to enforce any demands. That is a large amount of troops there. 102,000 troops sitting on our border. Haven't decided to attack us yet, which is quite nice. Hopefully we can get this war finished before they actually attack, because that'll be a huge loss of life on all sides, and they can bounce back from that, because at China we can't do that quite as much. Right, so we've got a full army back, so we're going to march on these goddamn rebels. Are you a rebel? And hopefully just take them out. Meantime, we'll just continue our conquest over in Dainam. After this, I think I will go and try and baby annex Johor. But hopefully this will give us enough points. I'm not sure if you actually get points for puppeting. I hope you do. Because if you don't, that would make me slightly sad. What I might even do is, just before we call the peace deal, I'll spend the points on something, so we can get the maximum number of points, if we're going to get any points at all, from just puppeting. What did I actually say? So I think it's because we have Hanoi. It won't be long before Dainam just gives up, because we have their capital. It's only a matter of time before they just give up. We should be able to hold the Chinese on the Guangxi border. At least I hope we will. Oh, there we go. So there we go. They're finally attacking. It seems like they're sending a lot of troops, so we'll send all of our troops in response, other than one of the ones on the main border. I think we finally won against these goddamn rebels. You know, a man can dream. They've got 38,000 troops in reserve, so we can't really we can't go and stop them. We're going to have to keep our troops ready and back up. I apologise for that Steam notification. That's one of my friends asked me to play Dota, which probably will not do because I have to record this. And I hope you can't see these Steam notifications. If you can, I'm very sorry. But I think I turned them off, so I think you're fine. And hopefully we will take over everything here and have a whale of a time. In fact, what I might do is I might actually get army schools, just so we have better units when we finally do train them. As you can see, our regiments have gone down quite substantially since the start of the war, which I'm not particularly happy about, but hey, that's war for you. These forts are almost done. I almost feel like we should have waited maybe for these forts to be finished before we did that risky justification, but if it pays off, it pays off at the end of the day. It's quite sad we don't have any naval bases up yet. They do take a long time to build. They take much longer than forts naval bases. Okay, preacher man. And let the Japanese know that we do not sit idly by while they cull the sheep of our flock. A local preacher in Daejeon has been preaching national resistance against our rule, and he is but a symptom of a broader disease. In fact, much of Daejeon clergy has been acting uppity lately, so we can control the clergy through legislative means or get rid of the worst troublemakers. Now, I don't want to get rid of clergymen because they're the one that educate our people. Our literacy rate is already absolutely terrible, so I don't think we'll be doing that. So we'll just control them through legislative means. So we'll just upgrade the consciousness slightly. We'll also move our guy from Kanto into Kyushu, so we can encourage more clergymen just sort of all around the place. Now, we've got one more territory of Dainam to take over. Take over that. I think we can just end the war right there and then. And we've managed to contain the reactionaries. So their revolt was a failure, which hopefully means there's less sentiment among... Well, they've got 18% possible brigades, and I'm not sure if their revolt risk is increasing, decreasing. I think it's just because they did have provinces before. They were just be like, oh yeah, we can win this is fine. What are you on about? So, but hopefully we'll just be able to take everything off. We're quite lucky none of the sub-states of the Chinese Empire have come along and joined in this war, otherwise we would quite probably have been dead, because we couldn't fight against the united forces of China. And I think that's because it was a aggressive war. Or no, it's because they joined in as an ally. They didn't get attacked themselves. I think if I would attack China itself, its sub-states would come in its defence. But that's not the case. So we have now complete control of Cambodia. Not that we can really justify anything, but well, we almost have Dainam. That's a lot of troops. Again, they're not moving anywhere, so I'm not really that bothered. And we've won the occupation of San Langshong. So I think, can we control Dainam yet? No, not quite yet. Because is it? Yeah, it's China that's the war leader, I think. We demand total victory. I think we should be fine because we have conquered all of Dainam. As long as we just sort of secure Dainam for certain, we should be okay. And if we secure this line, we'll probably get a ticking war score, and everything should be a-okay. I'm gonna. Can I build? Oh yeah, I was building some Korean infantry before. As you notice, we can only build Korean infantry, not Japanese infantry, because we've lost so many Japanese men and pops that we don't have enough men to support another brigade, which is slightly sad, but not really much we can do about that. I guess I'll just increase the military spending by a large amount, and hopefully we'll get more people wanting to become military men. We'll land these men in Pusan. And hopefully we'll be able to finish this war by the end of this episode. Otherwise I might have to stretch over 2. I'm going to speed up the game slightly to speed 4. Now, as you can see, we're actually 7th in the world for prestige. I think it's because of all these battles we've been winning. Hold that thought, because it's China invading us again. So I think we should be able to quite easily take care of them. Here we go. Graciously reinforcing the line, and what we might do even is we might go. Actually, no, I'm not feeling confident about attacking them head on. I feel like that would be slightly suicidal. So I don't think we'll do that, and instead we'll just continue to wait. Yeah, those ships are too damaged. We could maybe ask Lang. Oh god, we lost the Battle of Jilin? Really? What's that? Who the hell was invading? Oh, don't tell me I left one of my troops with orders to invade. Oh god. This could be bad. If they get over to Kimchek and we don't get a defensive bonus from the river crossing. Yeah, so we've actually attacked them now. So we're going to have to march. So we're going to have to take a much more proactive role in this war. So I'm going to ask Luang Prang for military access. They will not accept because our diplomatic value is too low. So we'll increase their relations repeatedly. If we need to, we'll invade them, but we don't have a casus belli, so that will cost us too much infamy. As you can see, we're not really winning the attack, but luckily they're not coming along to reinforce, so I'm not really that bothered. Oh dear, so we just lost a stack of men there from my own stupidity. That was really bad of me. Looks like our troops are getting back to scratch though. Come on, Luang Prang. You know you want to give us military access? Nope. Just need some military access, then we can move into Burma, and we can start conquering them. Because we can at least get them out of this war. I'm surprised we're not getting any kind of ticking war score here. But hey, can we add a war goal here? Cut down size, humiliate. No, those both cost too much. Too much infamy. Yeah, I kind of wish we'd get a ticking war score about now. But it's not to be the case. Either way, I just have to keep an eye on this this territory up here. Our forts are finished, as you can see, so we're going to actually get a slight defensive bonus from being in forts. So it should be much harder for the Chinese to win. And it'll take longer for them to take over as well. So overall, it's just a lot better for us. And in fact, I'm going to stop this episode here because I think it'll be going on slightly too long. So thank you for watching. Hopefully we'll do a little bit better in this war next time, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.